What's going on, All Terrain Nation? Today we are putting the three biggest hardtop companies for the Ford Bronco to the test, and we're going to look at each three and kind of break down what I think is good and bad about these. And we're going to look at the rally tops, turn off-road, and then finally we're going to look at Armadillo Designs because, well, if you're building something as a daily driver, you want something hardcore, or you're going that complete overlander, hey, I want to build the ultimate Bronco, these tops might be the one for you because we have to say it. The OEM tops may not be the best out there.
Oh no! What happened?
Now, I do believe they're getting better. The painted tops from Ford are much better than the other, but the facts are that if you want to own this vehicle for the next 10 years plus, you're going to look at a hardtop because I don't think the OEM is going to last. So which is best for your money? Let's find out right now, and we're going to start with rally tops. Looking at rally tops, which I've actually installed. Rally tops gave us one for a review. We put it on a Bronco, and the person was very happy, unfortunately, until they wrecked the vehicle. But past that, they enjoyed the rally tops over their soft top. And the thing that I look at rally tops is if you're looking to make your Bronco a daily driver, basically the way the OEM top comes now, it's just more for light use. You know, I wouldn't put a rooftop tent or anything up on that. You might look at rally tops because it's perfectly fine. It's nice, lightweight, it's affordable. It doesn't try to be anything that it's not. It's just a hard top with a very simple design to it, which I like quite a bit. And when I look at rally tops, I think, man, I love the construction of it. It's very, I will say it's a very old school style top. It is, there's like sound deadening in it. So I was very surprised when we opened up the crate and saw all that. It was a very nice top. The front of it, what we call the Freedom Panel, as Jeep likes to call it, is a solid one-piece top. Now, I wish they would do that as a split top. It's something that like some other companies I'm not going to talk about today are doing. They've kind of copied the OEM part of the hard tops, but they do a one-piece, which is fine. The only bummer about it on this one is if you want to take it, say you're like, hey, I want to throw this in the back of the vehicle. No, not really going to work for that. You're going to leave it at home or go on and keep the top on because, well, that's the one thing about rally tops is they've made them affordable. And to do that, they've had to simplify the tops. Now, let's get back into another top that I'm very fond of, and that is turn off-road. Now, with turn off-road, you're getting something, you're kind of getting that middle ground because you're getting, it's still pretty affordable considering what hard tops go for. And, you know, it's a better insulation than I think what Rally Top's doing. Definitely Rally's the entry level, and then you want to get into the better. And this is where I start focusing my attention to because the thing that Turn did, they just didn't build an OEM top, which they could have done and would have been fine. They kind of changed the game a little bit. They give it a little bit of a fastback look. They've made it a lot of areas for attachments, which I like quite a bit. And this is a top that if you want to put put a rooftop tent, something like that, this is where I would start looking for a hard top because I believe they've done a great design with this. And of course, one thing about it is it's got sound deadening. It's solid fiberglass construction, so on road it's going to be pretty quiet. Now, is it going to be like BMW quiet? No, none of these are going to be like that. But out of all of them, I like Turn so far because of the ability, the foresight to envision, hey, people are going to put accessories on there, molly panels on the side. I love the little cutouts that they do on the side of it. And I think it's for the price, I think this is a pretty good place to look at with Turn. And it's a family-owned company, which I do like quite a bit, which all three of these are, to be honest. They're all American, companies that I like dealing with quite a bit. And I think Turn Off-Road is where I would start looking. Is there something better out there? I think Armadillo Designs, if you're wanting the best of the best, the premium, that's where you start looking. So let's break theirs down. When I looked at a bug-out vehicle, I'm going to think Armadillo Designs for your Ford Bronco because, well, it's an aluminum top. Now, it's semi-permanent. You can remove these if you did want to, but it's pretty permanent that you do this. And I know a lot of Ford Bronco people were wanting just a solid roofed vehicle. Hey, I want the option of I don't want to ever remove my top, and Armadillo Designs might be the king of that for modularity. They do removable panels, so if you do want that open air experience, you can still do it. It's just the shell of the hard top is attached to the vehicle. You get the cool options for gull wing doors on the side, and all the molly attachments looks really, really cool. The hatch in the back is even removable, so if you're into, I do want that open air experience, or go on the beach or whatever for the week, and I want to have the wind in my hair, you definitely can do that. But if I think of what the Armadillo Designs really reminds me of is the ultimate safari rig. If I'm going to do this for my Ford Bronco, like it is going to be slightly heavier, but the noise deadening that they do in this thing is incredible. Me and my buddy Mark with ATN Off-Road, we installed one on his two-door, and I have to say, When we got in the vehicle going down the road for the first time, we felt like we were yelling at each other. That's how quiet the Armadillo Designs is. But out of all three of these, which one would you choose? Do you go, hey, I'm not really an off-roader. I want the ability to take the top off and have that open air experience? Or are you the guy that's like, no, I'm the weekend adventurer and I want the ability to put all the accessories on my my fiberglass hardtop? Or do you just go Armadillo Designs because I want the craziest looking thing? Because they, like, seriously, if you want a bug out vehicle, you want that look, it is very, very cool and very, very expensive too. So out of all three of these, you definitely have a budget to look at. So breaking these down, I do look at Rally Tops as the best value. Now, once again, value, you get what you get. There is a value associated to that. Where Turn Off-Road is probably the best out of all of them. It's probably the better middle ground of the tops. For one, you're getting all the chances for accessories that they do sell as well. It is a good family-owned company, so I do appreciate that as well, like all three of these are. And then if you really want the best of the best, the Armadillo Designs are out there. And I'm going to post right now, you can see the price for all three of these starting out. Because, well, like Turn and Armadillo, you can add accessories to that, which do make the price go up and up. But out of all three of these, have you bought one of these tops? Have you been looking for a new hardtop for your Ford Bronco? And which would you choose? If money's no object, I'm probably going Armadillo Designs, but really, I like the OEM look of the Turn Off-Road. But man, the Rally Tops is just really hard to beat because I've installed most of these, and I can tell you from hands-on experience, all three of them are good tops. So in the comments below, let me know what you think about this. So whether it be two-wheel drive, four-wheel drive, or how you outfit your ride with your Ford Bronco's top it is what it is. This is your All Terrain Nation. I'm your host, David Boyd, and we're out. Peace, everybody.